Hi, Roxanne. Amazing, isn't it? Logan's, hello. Bill Witt, manes, tails, and furs. Nice to see. Nice to see all of you. Well, as you can tell, I am not in the field. Frank is having tremendous problems with his knees. He was in horrid pain all night long. Worked a little bit this morning because there were things that had to be taken care of. And he's been trying to get in to see the doctor. He's a veteran, so for some reason that makes it vastly more difficult. Bill Witt, psychedelic hippocampus, hello, hello. Hi, aquaballs. My hand is doing really well. Um, it looks pretty good actually. It's got a, can't get too close there, can I? It's got a little red spot on it. Boy, that sucker doesn't focus when you get up tight, does it? Um, yeah, it's doing great. The doctor was able to get the growth down. He cut that all out. So now that it's healed, it's normal. It's to the bone. It's a little tiny scar, but it's gonna be fine. Marky 0306. Hi, Marky. The other hand, in case that's what you were talking about, Logan's has been helping me try to identify the fish. He got his fin right on the nail on my ring finger, and it slipped barely into the cuticle. And it burned so bad, I couldn't tell which finger it was. I thought at first it was my middle finger, but it was the ring finger, and it immediately went up to the elbow. So, and when it got to my chest, I figured it was time to take some precautions. So that's when I went to the hospital. But by the time the Dilaudid wore off, the pain was gone, and it hasn't returned. It was slightly sore for an hour or two, but cleared up. That was some kind of pain, though. And I'm sure he did not barely touch me. He did not. He's got a forked fin, and that could have really gone into me. It drew no blood, so it couldn't have gone in very far because the quick draws blood pretty easily. So anyway, I was lucky I didn't get hurt worse, I guess. Petroman 1185, hello. All Septembre official, hello. Yeah, Logan said we may have found the species or at least the genus that nailed me. Let's see. Let's. Okay. Just bought some guppies from Fish Boy. Nice. Yellow submarine, high yellow submarine. Logan's thinks it was the an East Asian. I think he's probably right about that. Oh, Dwight Foot. Hello, Dwight. Got your order. We'll get all this together next Monday. See if we can get them out Monday. Yellow submarine. Hey, Father Fish. Do you think it'd be okay to use Miracle Grow organic potting soil in my tank? The Miracle Grow organic is really ideal. It does not have uh, uh, artificial fertilizers in it. It's purely organic, and it's a really good quality product. So yes, that would be perfect. Make sure you cap it solidly with 2 inches of sand. If you don't, then you're gonna you're gonna have a lot of trouble in your water. Yeah, the fish came in inadvertently. It came in a much larger shipment. Nobody really seemed to know what it was. They did identify it. The supplier did, and called me because they knew I was interested in oddballs. So I got it. I'm a little concerned now about whether I want to keep it. I mean, it's obviously a really dangerous animal. It's small, but that makes it that much more dangerous because somebody going in there could inadvertently try to pick it up and get nailed and be injured badly. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is send it to the Marine Lab here in Ruskin and let them identify and study it. I might even try to get it to them live. I need to call them up and see what their interest is, if they have any. Somebody just walked in. Hi there, how are you? Oh, let's get this turned around here.
We about a week ago with
Yes.
Sarasota, and we didn't realize you closed on Wednesday. I think my wife contacted you. We have a koi pond, $2,000 koi pond, 17 years old. Actually, fish are 25 years old.
Wow. Oh my.
We're from 98. I have videos of the fish swimming and everything. And we want to buy some new koi, but I have a couple of questions. So do you have any koi right now?
Yeah, just a very few small ones. I don't know.
So my question is, it's 2,000 gallons. I have fish this size to 7 to 8.
Yeah.
7 to 8. And every time I introduce a smaller fish, there is next to my skimmer where they hide about 2-3 days. They become bigger.
Right.
When they get acclimated. But these fish are so aggressive. They take all the food within 2 minutes.
Right.
I'm afraid that these little ones will not be able to get there. Probably enough food in the tank.
There is, and it's creating food, particularly for little ones. They also eat waste. They'll eat the other fish's waste
Oh, okay.
because it's highly nutritious. Fish only digest about 10% of what they eat, so it's normal in a natural environment for fish to eat the waste of other fish until it's finally uh, wholly used up.
I know if you ever touched the Plato's waist, and it's about this big.
Yeah.
I mean, this long. And I put them in,
Right.
it
Yeah,
floats.
they get big.
It finally gets. Anyway, well, that's it. Have fun time. That's the nice. I don't know if you want to see a photo or video.
I'm online right
Oh,
now.
okay. But we
Doing
saw,
a live chat.
yeah, we saw you.
Oh, wonderful.
We have
Okay.
to go visit this guy.
Well, I'm happy you're here. Have you looked around?
Well, I look. We have small ones in a tank.
We're the few right over here on the right. Mostly all the way in the back end. They're two big tubs. The tub on the right has a few in it. Yeah. They're big pools.
Okay.
The biggest one's maybe 8, 10 inches. The others are little.
Well, this is it's amazing the security it's on.
Oh, I know.
And,
Yeah.
amazing how remember Kodak? You can do everything.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still learning how to use this.
Oh, I know. Well, they are now becoming a drug business.
Yes, I heard.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think who just told us?
Yeah, Trump announced
just
it
announced it
yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, I like your son.
Thank you. Oh, today? Is that right?
I saw some guy walking out of the store with a Trump hat.
Yes.
I have one just like that.
Right. No, we all. Well, we're going to make it. We'll be there.
Oh, yeah. You see these things on. I brought it.
Okay. Go take a look. See what you like.
Okay.
Well, let's see. Aqua balls. Somebody talking about toxic gases. Let me back up a little. Okay, Yellow Submarine was talking about using Miracle Grow organic potting soil, which is excellent stuff. And then on September asked about hydrogen sulfur when using organic substrate. And it's a non-existent issue. Does not occur in any quantity that's measurable in a fish tank. I have a tank with all kinds of Nubias, Yellow Submarine. I'm going to rework it this weekend with rooted plants. This channel has given me the courage to try it. Good job, Yellow Submarine. But Petroman uses laterite under his sand bed. The plants grow nice. Laterite's great. It's a clay which contains a tremendous amount of minerals. The only issue with laterite is it has a tendency to be rather dense. So it's good to mix it with some peat moss or sand to break it up a little. But it's excellent. Aquaballs, anytime you have a problem with only time, you have a problem with organic substrate, with the toxic gases, if you put too much, he wants only an inch. Well, in truth, I only recommend an inch. You can do more. Um, you just want to cap it well. And keep in mind that any gases that are released through that are released into the air, not into the water. They go through the water, shoot up rather quickly, and are released in the air. So they really do not have much of a chance to dissolve in the water at all. Yes, he said he has a 2,000 gallon koi pond. His biggest koi, which he said are 25 years old, seem to be only about 2 foot. They should be substantially larger than that, given their age. 2,000 gallons, pretty good size. If it's 2 feet deep, that's 10 by about 6 by 10 by 2. Ryan, are you still breeding native fish? Yes, we're breeding quite a lot of native fish. Ryan saw them at my store a while back. Don't know what is, oh, the natives, I guess. Aqua balls. Did I lose it? Where'd he go? Happy people, he says. Samdam, hi Samdam. Laterite is wonderful. Even if you lay a thin layer on a tank, the water parameters stay stable for a long time. I use it in my temporary setups. Good, it is good stuff. Lisa, hi there, Lisa. Nice to see you. Fish Dreams, hello. J Dog. That's false advertising, Father Fish. I don't see you and Frank in the water. I gotta agree, J Dog. 67. It is false advertising. We couldn't get out today. I didn't want to go by myself. And Frank is in extreme pain with his knees. He's really barely able to function at all. So I released him to try to get some help, try to get into he's a vet, so he's trying to get help through the vet clinic and has had a hard time doing it. Logan said he ordered the dragon goby. I've got 2 big dragon gobies that Logan saw yesterday, and he was some kind of excited about it. Fish Dreams, I said hello. Hello again, Fish Dreams. Ryan has been here a while. Do you think snails eat infusoria? They eat what they can catch. And what they can catch is obviously algae, and other plant life. They likely are not able to catch much in the way of microscopic animal life. There probably are a few things they can get. Maybe some amoeba, something very slow moving. Never watched them do that. That would be fun. I've got this little microscope here that we could watch a snail with and see if it'll catch an amoeba. I don't know if we could see the amoeba. I've got little worms. We'll fiddle around with that sometime. Bud's Coins, Roxanne Powers. Mary Page, hi Mary Page. Mary Page, give us your news. Here's some new news about her fish and about her grandson. And we'll do both. She wanted to show us the fish. Let me give you a link so you can show us the fish. The Betta that was operated on a couple of days ago. Mary says, happy birthday, Logan's. Logan's birthday is tomorrow. He says his birthday is less than 9 hours away. And counting. J-Dog, there's some storms here. I figured that was the reason. Hope Frank gets better. Knees are rough injuries. They never seem to completely heal. We've got a lot of overcast, but it's really not anything close to raining yet. Where are you, J-Dog? These seem to be coming in from the west. These folks are just leaving. So I expect they'll be back. Laterite's hard to find. You can get laterite. It is used by a company that bags cat litter for Walmart. They have a red and a yellow bag. The red bag is laterite, and it will not dissolve and turn to mud when you put it in the water. So you can get it that way. Roxanne's birthday is Sunday. We got all kinds of birthdays coming up. Mary said she didn't think the fish was going to make it. This morning he perked up. Well, you're going to have to show us a video, Mary. See if you can. You did this before. You can do it again. Let's see. Oh, Samdam says we have laterite mines in India. They make bricks out of it for homes. Samdam, how about we make you a moderator? Give you something new to think about. And we certainly need Logan's to be a moderator. Safety Sword Fish Streams uses. It's turning to mud. Cap it with a lot of sand. Fish streams. About 3 inches of sand right on top of it. Oh, sure, Mary Page. She's at the hospital, I guess. Well, cheers, Sam, then. J-Dog, let's get J-Dog in here. J-Dog's with us pretty constantly. Yeah, looks like the doctors are taking another look. So that's great. Mary Fred said, I'm glad he made you all mods, because I don't know what I'm doing. No, but what you do well. You know what you know. You're in Port, yeah. J-Dog. Where is J-Dog, did he say? There's Frank. What's that? You finished or what?
No,
oh, you did, you're going to freeze it.
got one in the freezer now.
Cool. Let me see it. Is it wet?
Yes.
So it's kind of muddy.
Yeah.
So it should, oh, that's cool. Yeah, that looks great. Let's see if I can show it.
just a bloodworm pack.
Yeah, Frank's making
I'm tripping on you.
using the bloodworm pack, making little tiny cubes of subsoil.
Well, that's blood meal, that's bone meal, that's cow manure, that's osmocote, uh, and it's a little bit of magnesium sulfate. It's got a bunch of stuff in it.
Nice. That looks great. Well, this will be real exciting. So once we get it frozen, we're going to see how tricky it is to get it down into the sand.
I almost feel like I should put toothpicks in each one.
Yeah, good idea. I just threw a whole bunch away. They fell on the floor and they're gone.
And then an hour
Well,
later,
they'll
come
pop
back
out.
and get the
Yeah, right.
sticks, you know, because you can stick them
Right.
down the ground.
Well, that's great.
All right.
We'll see how that works. Thank you, Frank. How are you feeling? A little better? Good. The small fry, Rohan, the small fry prefer microorganisms of the deep substrate or infusoria on the plants. Well, they're not different particularly. I mean, there are some things that live in the sun, that live in the sand, live in the substrate, that do not live on the plants, but typically they're picking both from the bottom and from the plants and in the water column. Paramecium are in the water column. The baby fish cannot see much more than about a 16-inch in front of its nose. So it grabs basically whatever is in front of its nose when it's a very tiny baby. We've got some bettas back there. I don't know if we can really see them. They're not free swimming yet. Um, I'm going to try to get on, and we'll go back and see if we can spot some of these babies. They're mighty tiny. You may have to reverse the reverse the lens to get them. Let's see. What I need to do though is I need to get to the channel. Okay, which I'm here. All right, let's get back here. Oh, we'll see if we can take a look at this. Get away from the computer. I'm, I'm jumping the gun here. I've got to get it. I've got to get it in before I can use it. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Into Rogue Studio. All right. Now I turn on and off. Here, we'll do it this way. All right. So, let's see. Hmm. Okay. All right, let's get out. and see if we can spot these baby bettas. This tank is leaking badly still. The guys are working on it this morning and didn't make a lot of headway. There's that big frontosa that just came in. He'll be going out later in the week. Now let's see how we do this. If I can reverse my camera. Sorry, can't reverse it. So, okay, put a red up there. Now I'm going to tap up here, and you should see babies. Okay, I don't know if you saw that. That'll have my comment section here. So, let me show you a few more babies before we go back. These are the rippies. They're about 10 days old. Feeding them brine shrimp. Still with their parents, still doing well. We'll be pulling them out shortly. One more thing I want to show you. We got some nice German blue rams in. And they were kind of swimming earlier. Of course, they're not now. Those are two Vegas. I think they are redhead top of hoods. There's some rams. Rams are all hiding in the back. They're spread out. These are little blue carrots. Angels, they're rams and a carrot kind of mixed in there together. A little discus. Rice fish. Got a bunch of rice fish. Little blue-eyed guys. Pretty little fish. And of course, this is the blackwater tank. There's a ram. Started away. Bunch of little rainbow, Turcata rainbows. Little tiny ones. These rams should be breeding in here pretty quick. They're coloring up well and just looking real pretty. Yep, there's the bird. Matter of fact. You're right. Well, everything went dark. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I guess we lost it all. Some of it. Yeah. What did you see? Anything? Little free swear. Well, you saw the babies. That's cool. Yeah, the others are getting pretty good size. Echo, I know, Echo, I know. Texas Fish has a new channel icon. Let's see. Can you hear me now? I should be there. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Got you loud and clear. Oh, thank heaven. Madness. Madness, I say. Okay, application window. Let's get back to the other camera. Oh well, I can't fool with it anymore. They can't stop us. Yeah, right. Yeah, they can. Logan's. So would discus and German blues be a good combo for 75? Actually, they really would. They're not going to bother each other. They live in totally different strata. They really would be a perfect two fish. One very big and one very little. But they would work out really well. Lisa, I've got 100 red plants coming on Friday. Dustin is sending me his entire collection of red plants. So I'm going to be loaded come Monday morning. And if you want to get orders in, I'm going to be doing 10 red plants. Actually, I'll do 12. I can do 12 red plants for $100. 12 red plants for $100. So anybody wants to get on that deal, I will do 6 for $50. Oh, J-Dog's in Bradenton. Oh, good. Dan Flores is reading my lips. Perfect. Perfect. I could be signing. If I were signing, you'd understand what I'm talking about if you understood sign language. Like that. Lisa needs 10. Dustin is the best. Father been making a great deal. It really is a good deal. I don't know what he charges retail, but it's that or more. Playing picture in picture. Yeah, except that one of them's not working. And I'm just gonna get rid of it. There. Dan Flores. Ha ha ha. Floros. What else is here? To challenge through the beard. I'll bet it is. Yeah, lip readers don't like beards. Not at all. The German blues are wonderful. They breed very easily. And there's a simple trick to raising the baby, so I can help you with that when you get to the point where you need that kind of assistance. Not hard to do. Stephen did 3 years of American Sign Language in college. There's a lot I do not remember, but I tried. Well, I signed for about 25 years while my grandmother and grandfather were deaf. My father was a very highly skilled sign language interpreter. He was able to think in one direction and sign in another direction. So he could carry on two conversations at the same time. It was amazing. He learned that skill by fighting with his sister. His mother would say, "What are you two fighting about?" And they would say, "Oh, nothing, nothing. We're not fighting. We're not fighting." And they would go on fighting and arguing and hollering and signing something completely different that was all peace and love. So, craziness. Petroman. I use RODI water at Discus Minerals back in bring my GH up to 60. So long as your fish are healthy and you got good control, that's great. Consider Mary Page Candida, Dwight says. Huh. Dwight hears me. Oh, good. Okay. Texas fish. Didn't know you do sign language. Right. You know, I was signing a few days ago. Years. I signed years. I said days. A few days ago, I was signing, and no one caught it. Everybody wouldn't know anyway what it was. An interesting experience recently. I was watching a couple in a store, and the woman had the man's telephone, and she was keying in it in a way that made me look and notice, and I thought, she's signing on his phone. What is that? And then she stopped and began signing with him. So she was a deaf woman who was somehow using the same sort of skill set that she signs with on the telephone, on his little handheld. It was really interesting. I did not talk with them. They kind of went off, and I went the other way. But it was funny. What was that? Oh, Lee. Lee. This is the sign for fool or trick, to trick someone or fool someone. So I gave Lee his name in sign language, the letter L flipped on the nose. Could do it like that, but it's better like this so you see the L. Lee, the trickster, the prankster, the funny man. Okay, well, Betta babies. They are cool, aren't they? I saw they really came over. Do you culture the smaller fry? Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. They're not ready to eat. They're still up in the nest. Once they begin swimming, they'll actually come out of the nest and start looking around and darting this direction. Once they do that, we'll get a lot of infusoria. We're gonna filter it out to remove the Daphne.
See 300
Huh?
stream coming out right now.
What are you talking about?
300 right here. Got stream water.
From where we fixed it, I noticed there was a lot
You
more.
fixed it.
Holy shit! So it's got sand under it.
I've been putting sand. I was trying to get some
Jam it
water
up,
inside
yeah, it won't
there.
work. Nuts. So it's streaming out. So, well, I'll tell you what we need to do.
So,
Gonna need to put the hose in it and siphon it out.
it's that far from sand.
It's drained that much.
No, I'm saying that's where it wants to go. It's shooting, water shooting out about that far above the sand, so you're only gonna have that much water.
It's shooting out of the side.
Out of the seam there.
Oh, out of the seam. Oh. No, I thought it was still coming out of the fit thing we fixed. Really?
Yep.
Did you mess with it or? Huh.
Put sand in it.
Open a tube of silicone and put it in there in the water. Just jam it in from the inside. You'll be able to get it slowed down at least. And maybe even stop it. Just mess with it. Get it real mucky and try to press it in. Andre Scott, can't find how I can buy Blue Ram. Go to somebody want to post the Get Gills link for who was it? Oh, for Andre. Kyle said it's the hottest pet fish market on the web. Well, that's a good one. Andre, it's getgills.com/fatherfish. That should get you there. Anyone can do what? Oh, I got it. Okay. Yeah, the baby bettas will not be able to take brine shrimp for about a week, almost a week, maybe 4 or 5 days. They're just not going to be big enough. So they need paramecium, green water. What I usually do is I hatch them out in a water that has a lot of mulm in it. And I don't get a big survival. I get a few. So I'm going to try this time. Frank has been creating a nice infusoria bed or culture. So we're hoping to get them a lot of food so we can actually keep a lot of them. Hat Trick, hi there. Hat Trick, Sam Dam says hi, Hat Trick. Yeah, silicone does work underwater. And it doesn't mess anything up. I got a tube here, I think. Oh, that's something else. What is that? Silicone tube clear. Yeah, that's it. I don't know where the gun is. Well, we'll see if he can find it. I'll leave it up to Frank to figure it out. I have a tank. That tank in the front of the store is 35 years old. It was built by a man who still has a shop here in Sarasota. He and his father built a lot of tanks back in the 80s. Is that 40 years ago? I've had a half a dozen of them over the years. This one I got third hand, and it's built as an one, two, three, four, five, six, as a hexagon. The ends are 45-degree angles, and the front and the back are solid sheets. It's like 6 foot wide. Because of the way it's made, it never held water. The glass is like this rather than like this. So it just barely touches together. It depends on the silicone to seal it, which works fine until you get down to about 30 inches, and then it just pressure leaks. It's got a real bad pressure leak right now that Frank's gonna try to fix. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Monage is here. Hello, Monage. Ha! J-Dog says I just blew up the internet with that knowledge on silicone. Silicone is, of course, not soluble, just like super glue is not soluble. Now, super glue you cannot use in water because it instantly hardens. It hardens in a tiny sheet, but silicone stays gummy and gooey. So you can get down in there with a handful of it and squeeze it into cracks and crevices. And you can stop a tiny leak by doing that. And it works. Here's Frank. Did you find any silicone?
I can't even find my caulk gun.
There was another one here somewhere. There should be one in the bag. Oh, these are nice. Oh, look at that. Frank collected some beautiful big snail shells. Look at that. He's got a whole half a bucket full. Isn't that nice? So we've got lots of shells for shellies and other fish that want a private place to conduct their trysts. Stephen, just wanted to pop in for a minute and say hello, working on third floor this evening, and there's no service. I'll try to catch the next stream. Nice to have you with us, Stephen. Fishing got some small shells from a lake near his house. These are huge, aren't they? Fish and Tank Static says, hilarious. I've done that. Squeeze silicone in. Works. You can use silicone on the outside on a slow leaking tank. No. And again, I say, J-Dog, no. You can use silicone on the inside. If you use it on the outside, the water's just going to push it out of the way. You use it on the inside and jam it in. So you're trying to fill up that little pinhole, and the water will help push it while it's still soft, push it into the leak. It does not create an oil slick. Mary Page, it is not soluble at all in water. It is completely not soluble. It does not leave any kind of residue at all. It just sticks to you, that's all. It's very gummy, sticky stuff. You ever watched Hollywood films on fish like piranhas and sharks? If so, did you ever watch Mega Piranha? Oh, Chewy said it. Hi, Chewy. Talking about Piranha. Mary Page. Fishion. Petroman, did you ever raise brine shrimp to adulthood? Yes. As a matter of fact, we're doing it right now. The way we're doing it, I got from somebody else who's doing this. I can't remember who. I will try to find out because it's a very clever, simple system. When you hatch the brine shrimp out and collect the baby brine, you've got a bunch of water left with shells in it, unless you're doing decapsulated, which I do. Um, some brine shrimp in it. You take that and dump it into a tray, like a shoebox, or maybe a little bigger. Put it outside with the salt. It's salt water. Put it outside, and then every day as you're hatching out shrimp, take the excess water, what's left over, and dump it in there. Do that for 1 week, and then set up another tray and do the same thing in the other tray for 1 week. Then go back to the first tray, and you will have live adult brine shrimp in that tray that you can take out with a net and feed to your babies. Super duper clever, simple system for raising and feeding adult brine shrimp. What they're feeding on is the algae that the sunlight is creating. And even if it evaporates down, they're used to a very high salinity, so they can tolerate that. Rohan, I need to buy a microscope. You betcha. Got mine out finally. Got two of them. I've got a dissecting scope and a microscope that goes from, I think, 50, 100, 200, goes up to 1,000. See if I can read these. This one is, 40. So that would be 100, 500, actually 400, and 1,000. Nice scope. Blackmore juveniles have been swimming in formation with my Julies all day. Isn't that cool? I think the Moors are confused as to which fish they are. Probably so. That's neat. Patrick said, I'll try that because I hatch brine shrimp every day. Yeah, just save your wastewater. How hot will the brine shrimp tolerate? Lord knows, probably up to 100. They can tolerate pretty hot water. Chewy, I've watched them all. Talking about piranha. We're at 40 watching and 37 likes. Is that about where we are? Oh, a piranha bit James Fish from Fever. Oh my. He has a wonderful piranha collection. I've never been bitten by one. Goodness sakes. I use sea salt. Petroman uses sea salt. Works fine. Monash, there's stereoscopic ones. High magnification means field depth is very low to see things in the aquarium. I've got this thing, um, but it's actually not not field depth. It's kind of surface depth. Works pretty well. Let's see if I can get it to look at something. Mary Page is talking about Biersky, a piranha keeper. I have watched him. Pretty impressive. Do you sell the apple snails? It's illegal to ship them out of the state. So I'd have to figure out a way to get them to that would not involve actually physically getting them to you. If you understand what I'm saying. Out of state, that is. Did you find it? Did you find the gun?
No, but I got a tube of silicone. Put it in there. Couldn't get it to stop. I mean, it's
You jammed hard and it wouldn't work.
jammed hard. Hold on. I resolved the issue.
Oh, okay.
I put dirt in there with it.
Cool. And that worked?
Finally stopped.
Dynamite. That's great. Henry Hall used to teach me to put dirt in the leaking tank.
Yeah, that's.
And it
You're the one
clogs
who
it up.
taught me.
If it's a tiny leak. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that tank needs all the help it can get. I don't really believe that it's worth spending a lot of time on.
I would take that damn darn thing apart and redo it.
Well, you know what you need to do with
A lot
it?
of work.
Put flat panels on the end and it'll be perfect.
Yeah.
Just get rid of those angles. That's the way to do it. And that would be worth redoing because it's a nice big tank. Hattrick Farm. Yeah, give me a call, please.
Since the disc is that big somewhere.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Really? Roxanne once got bit by a taxidermied piranha. It was my own fault for sticking my finger in its mouth.
No kid.
Honestly.
I had a 12-year-old kid get bit by a lemon shark I had out at Sharky's Pier once.
Oh, you told me about that. Kept playing with it and finally got
I
bit.
kept telling him not to. Those things stay alive for a long time.
What time is it? 4 o'clock. Okay. We've hit the end of the road here. Interesting conversation. Guys, I'm glad I got a chance to show you the baby Bettas. That really showed up well. I'm very pleased about that. Yeah, look good. I put the camera, put my phone right up to the glass and tapped it,
Nice.
and they were all down
Oh,
swimming
nice.
around. Yeah, it was cool. Looked good. All righty. Thank you very much, Chewy, for plugging in. I appreciate all your comments. And everybody else, thank you. All of our new mods, learn your trade. Appreciate having you. It's been fun being with you guys. And see you in the morning. Bye for now. Logan's is going live on his channel. So, Logan's, you want to post your link before we jump off, and everybody can just click on that. If you know how to do it now. See you in the morning, Lisa. Love you. Manoj says even high DS water would help in stopping small crack leaks or pinholes and decreasing the water level just enough that water comes out of it like a drop at a time. Yep, absolutely. Most pinholes will plug themselves up, but the difficulty is it's usually a sign that there's a weakness that is being exploited. So while you can stop that, you might not be alleviating the problem. So it's worth it to stop it instantly, but you need to check it out more deeply to see if there's a structural weakness that's going to become worse. Logan's don't know how to. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let me post your link. Logan's Aquatics. Here we go. He's got a tour of Father Fish. Now, it's got a live stream, but it's not up yet. Okay, so I'm going to give you all his channel. So click on that and that'll get you over to Logan's channel. Then take a look. Hey, take a look at, come here and say hello before you go. This is my buddy. We got about 35 people in.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
This is what they're posting.
Tampa Bay.
Right. Okay, we're just signing off. So thanks, everybody. Take care. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?
That's Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Mike. This is Lou.
Hi, Mike. How are you? Good to see you.
And you know Tim.
Okay, we got Logan's up.
Let's say hello. He's on
Adulthood.
Facebook. Say hello to everybody.
I'm going.
Get in there and say
Hi,
hello.
guys. How are you? Good to see y'all. Yeah, we're
Say
just
hello to everybody
finishing.
who's online.
Just
Are you
finishing up a live stream. Yeah, we're done. We're gone. Thank you all. Bye for now.